Alright folks, going over this Merc build here in Project Diablo 2. So I am running a Act 1 meditation aura Merc with an ice. This Merc is currently paired with my Dragondin, Dragon Paladin, Holy Fire Paladin. So the main benefit, talk really quick about why I chose to run this Merc. There's not a really obvious choice for a Dragondin Merc if what you're mostly doing is soloing in tier 1s and grouping in tier 3s, which is what I mostly do. If you were running a bunch of tier 2s, you could get an Infinity Merc on like Act 2, that would help. But I don't really. I think tier 2s are kind of just a waste of time. So mostly run tier 1s when I'm farming by myself. So when I run tier 1s, pretty much one-shot everything. So I don't need to do more damage, and I don't need the Merc to do any damage. And then I don't need the Merc to tank, and I don't need the Merc to help me tank for much the same reason. Like, I just one-shot everything. Most things. So there's not like a really obvious Merc choice. The reason I chose Meditation Aura is when you're running these maps, you're charging around a lot, and that's going to drain your mana. I'll just show you real quick. Charging around, you look on the right, you see my mana is going down pretty solid there. So having that Meditation Aura, if you want to get your mana back, you can just switch to Redemption, and it'll use the corpses on the floor. You see all those poof, and my mana just shot back up to full. Having to do that less is going to speed up the clear process. So that's basically why I chose meditation. Just made sense as like the most obvious speed up the clear time choice. Damage isn't really helping, tanking isn't really helping, so toggle redemption less. It's pretty much what I decided I had. Yep. I'll go over the build really quick. So obviously it has an ice, like I said. Most of the time, your Merc won't really be in range of the mobs you're killing, so the Holy Freeze from the ice won't affect the mobs you're killing much. However, it will help the Merc stay alive a little bit. And when you joust into a pack of mobs, like say if you're boss rushing a tier 1 map, helps a lot there. So when you're farming those high density tier 1s, you're going to get a lot of white tier 1s in the process. You can either upgrade them to rare and re-roll them and try to get more high densities, or if you have a stockpile, you can just use them to boss rush, which is mostly what I do. So that Holy Freeze Aura is really helpful for that. Just go over the rest of his gear. It's just designed to help him stay alive. We want max res, we want physical damage reduction, we want cannot be frozen, we want life leech, enhanced damage, and increase attack speed to improve the effectiveness of the life leech. So the ice is going to have 7 life leech and 20 increased attack speed. We got cannot be frozen on the Marowaks, and I bought a pair with 20 strength intentionally, just so I can equip some of these higher strength requirement items. Strength is a consideration for these Act 1 Mercs. Next item is going to be the Drax. And these are corrupted with chance to pierce. Act 1 Merc has a base 66% chance to pierce, but more doesn't hurt. Helps it life leech more. Big thing these are doing, 20 increased attack speed and some life leech. Another big source of life leech is the string of ears. This one's also corrupted to pierce. So you see my projectile pierce is 95%. And between these three items, 22 life leech. Also, we get 15% physical damage reduction, which is big for staying alive. The other source of increased attack speed to get us over the 60 increased attack speed breakpoint is this Crown of Ages with 2 open sockets, stick to 15 increased attack speed jewels in it. 30 plus 20 plus 20 equals 70. That's over the 60. There is one higher, 109, but that's tougher to get. You basically have to use a treachery, and I think we gain more survivability by choosing something different for that slot. Other big things the Crown of Ages is doing, obviously 15% physical damage reduction. It's got some all res. The curse reduction also helps. Then the last item is just a fortitude for enhanced damage, all res, ton of defense, all that good stuff. If you didn't have a fortitude, you could also go with like a Leviathan or something like that. So anyway, I'll show you how the T1 boss rush works. So you're just going to come in here, go ahead and buff up. Make sure you swap back to your dragons, otherwise things won't go well. Just kind of avoid stuff. If you need to trash something, go ahead. You know, like I said, you pretty much one shot. When you get near the boss, switch to joust in, then turn on zeal and kill it. And as you see, it dies pretty quick. I didn't time it or anything, but you guys saw. Dies pretty quick. So yep, that's that Merc build. Hope you enjoyed it, learned something. I'm not a pro at this game or anything, but if you got any suggestions or anything like that, let me know. You guys have a good one.